And he used to talk about going to Galactic Federation meetings. And so that's how he used to argue against flat earthers is that he'd have his other little things, being on the submarine and all this alleged stuff, but he would talk about how he went to Galactic Federation meetings. That was around the time I think Elena Denon and them came out and were saying the same kind of thing. And anybody that came out and said anything, he had to have a bigger story or jump on that bandwagon. And so all of a sudden he was going to Galactic Federation meetings, even though he's always complaining about the jabs and he can't sleep and his shoulder hurts and stuff like that. Look, whatever, I have issues too. I'm just saying, like, I used to always like ask him, like, bro, if you're going to these meetings, why don't they just put you in a med bed up there or heal you up? And they never would. And it is just kind of one of those running things that I had with him. But he used to say that he'd see the Earth from these Galactic Federation spaceships, and that's how he knew it was it was round.
Yep,
Yeah.
the TR-3B would land in his backyard and he'd be hauled off for the evening.
Yep. Gosh. He got his
So
information
crazy.
from the Q Alliance. He got it from the Galactic Federation. And then when he'd say these emails would come in, they only go one way. So they come to me and then they just disappear. And I was trying to get him to learn how to screen capture and stuff. Because he was telling us legit that 3 people had died in BFS by the Cabal. They had murdered them because of their association with Gene Decode because he's so important. And we wanted proof for that. But when he started telling those stories, I'm like, bro, it'd be nice if they're going to communicate with you that they'd at least give us a heads up because he had us believing. Now, whether you believed it or not, that was for each individual. Me, I was always skeptical of all kinds of stuff, but I was pretty sucked into this kind of stuff. But he had us believing that President Trump knew exactly who we were individually and that we had ships looking over us, like TR-3Bs and all this crap, like keeping us safe.